Hey guys, today I'm going to do a list video. I know I don't do a whole lot of those, and I know some people really dislike them, but some people really do like them. So I'm going to kind of get on that train a little bit. It's not like my top 10 or anything like that, just options out there for you guys to try if you're looking for green style fragrances for the spring, and I personally think you should be. So, welcome to the fragrance wardrobe. I am Michael, and before we begin, I want to remind you guys, if you see anything in the video that you like, find informative, anything like that, please give the video a like. It helps out my video. And subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications, because that helps out the channel. Let's get into this list. I'm going to do these in order of price, so lowest to highest. That way, if you're on a budget, maybe you're on an extreme budget. I have a couple sub $20 fragrances here. Maybe you're like in that mid-range, or like right on the border of almost cheapy, but almost mid-range. I have some sub 20s, 20s, 30s, and on up to expensive designer like Tom Ford. So let's go ahead and dive into this. The first one up, really good green daytime scent, and it's from Lucky. It's Lucky You in this green bottle. Most of you have probably seen this, especially if you grew up, went to high school like back when I did, early 2000s. You probably saw this in the mall. So your green notes in this will be grass and bamboo. So you're going to get more of a grassy scent from it. Show you guys the spray. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a fresh, clean grassiness. So it's not to the extreme of like a green Irish tweed, but it is, you do pick up the grassiness, but also some soapiness in there too. So it's not so extreme grassy that you may be thinking, I can't pull that off. Anybody can pull this one off. And that's going to be like sub $20 from discounters. Should be able to pick it up for around $15. Smells really good. I usually wear it out of the shower, but you can rock that thing all spring long if you want to. And next up, also a sub $20 fragrance from discounters. Typically you can find it in the range of 15 to 20 bucks. This came out, I believe, in '95. It's from Banana Republic. I actually owned this one when I worked there in high school, and it is Banana Republic Classic. Right here. Really nice scent. Spray it, bam. Yeah, really good. It's very similar to Lucky You. You are going to pick up green, but you'll pick up citrus in there as well. I believe you have like maybe bergamot, grapefruit, and orange as some top notes in the citrus category. But also you have those green notes, kind of a little bit grassy, but very clean, mixed with that citrus. So if you don't want to go as grassy as Lucky You, you could try out Banana Republic Classic, and I think you'll be just fine. All right, this next one, you can find a full bottle for right around 20 bucks from discounters, maybe a little bit less. It could be maybe, like, depending on the time of year and the store, it could be right at 20, maybe sub 20 for a big bottle. This one came out in '95. This one is Tommy. I think everyone has smelled Tommy. If you are like in your 30s, you probably grew up with this. I did. I actually got in trouble in 5th grade for dousing myself, me and my friend, in class. And I mean, we were projecting very heavily. We went way heavy on it. So this one does bring back some memories for me. Some of the notes you'll have in here, you're going to have a little bit of, I believe, some mint. There's the atomizer. Yeah, you're going to have a little bit of mint in here, not heavy mint, but you'll also have a cactus note, which is green. I believe there might be green apple, there's lavender. Back in like the 90s, there were a ton of different notes and fragrances. I can't remember them all, but it is pretty green. And it does give, it's very clean, very fresh. The cactus note's done pretty well. It does kind of have that unique scent that I don't think a whole lot of people have really hit before. I don't think it's that copied. If you are smelling it, people are going to recognize it though. So really good option for that warm weather, spring, I mean, it would work on a rainy day. It would work during the end of spring when it starts getting warm. Really good option. Okay, the next one is right at 20 bucks, I believe, right now from Fragrance Net, Fragrance X. Also, check out Kingdom Fragrances. He has some of the best prices on designer and niche fragrances. When he has them in stock, they're usually the lowest, and you don't have to have a special code to get that low price. So there, plug that real quick. So Azzaro came out in 2016 with their Solarissimo line. This one is Levanzo. And if there was any question on whether this is a green fragrance, just look at the bottle of the juice. It says green, right? All right. This one, really nice scent. Now this green style fragrance is going to get you away from some of like that grassy type feel. It's going to do something a little bit different. You have basil in here. I believe there's mint. Yeah, there's mint. I could pick up the mint. Kind of a sweet mint. It's not super heavy or anything like that. I think you'll have some patchouli and some, what was the other one? I think tea. Might be tea leaves in here as well. So it does have those green notes. It's really nice. Pretty fresh, a little bit sweet. Kind of pick up a little bit of a lime vibe in there. I don't think lime's in there, but kind of pick it up, or it makes me think of that anyway. Really great fragrance. Definitely different than like your grassy, earthy type of green style scent. So you could go with like this, and if you're going cheapy, go with this and maybe Tommy or this and Lucky You, something like that. You'll have a couple different styles of green to go from for that spring season. All right, going back to Banana Republic. Yeah, I have a lot of Banana Republic. I see them at racks, I pick them up. This one you can pick up for right at 20 bucks. It's like $19.99 at Burlington, Marshalls, those type of stores. Might be a little bit more online, I'm not for sure. I haven't checked it a bit, but at the racks, 20 bucks. This one is Vintage Green from their Icon line, right here. Nice glass bottle, nice weighted cap, decent atomizer. And in this one, whew, you are picking up a citrus green. So definitely different from your like kind of flat grassy greens that I like a lot. And this one's going to have like that citrus up top. Really, really good. So you're going to pick up bergamot. I believe there's some mandarin or orange in here on the top as well. You have those green notes. You also pick up, I believe, some fig, and there's tea. So rather than cut grass, we're going the green transition to like tea, that type of green with sweet, or with, I guess, like the citrus in there. So tea and citrus kind of mixed in there. Really good scent. It smells great. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, and it's very inexpensive. So great option for the spring. All right, next up, we're going back to Azzaro. So I like Azzaro a lot too for cheap style fragrances as well. This one is going to be from their Sensual Blends line. It came out in 2019. This one is Wild Mint. And again, if you had any question, is this a green fragrance? Just check out that bottle. It is green. This one, I'm not even going to spray it because it is kind of potent. Yeah, it's potent. So it works pretty well. It projects and it lasts a decent amount of time, usually like 8 hours on my skin. That doesn't mean you're going to get 8, but I do. If you don't spray your clothes, it'll last a little bit longer. This one, just what the name says, it's mint. You're going to have mint, you're going to have some patchouli to sweeten it up, and Calypso, I think, Calypso, something like that. I don't know. I think in the mid, like 3 notes. This one, it's very minty, like the name would suggest. Almost kind of like a little bit of a spearmint mint. So a little bit of spearmint, mint, that it's kind of like riding that line between straight like mint and spearmint. It might be more spearmint, I guess. I don't know. The patchouli might be mixing with the mint, giving it that sweetness that we typically find in spearmint. This one around 30 bucks, maybe $1 or $2 less, $1 or $2 more from discounters. So it's still a cheapie, under $35. Easily had. They're almost always in stock, and It's something different. Now, I wouldn't wear this, like for Texas, our spring has started. We're 60s, 70s during the day. In a month, we're probably going to be upper 80s, 90s. I mean, that's usually how we roll here. And I would not wear this in the high heat, like late spring. But if you're wanting something different, minty, a little bit of sweetness for the cooler days of spring, this one is a definitely good option. All right, next up, we're getting a little bit more expensive. We're out of the cheapy range. I think this one's going to cost you around $40-ish for a 50 mil. If I'm not mistaken, maybe upper 30s, 40 for a 50 mil, and something like 50 or 60 bucks for a 100 mil. Came out in 99, I believe. So to hold its price, it must be pretty good. I think it is. It's 212 from Carolina Herrera. Right here. Great magnetic cap. Like it. You have your atomizer, decent little puff. And the type of green you are getting in here, you're getting a citrus green. So your citruses up top, like your bergamot, I believe it's grapefruit, and that's going to mix with your green notes. I think the green notes come across kind of grassy, maybe tea. It's either tea or grass. I can't really decide, but well, yeah, maybe tea. So think almost like an iced tea with lemon in it. You kind of pick that up a little bit. There's other things in play there too, but I can kind of pull that resemblance out of it when I really try to analyze it, but there are other things around it. So it's not strictly like tea with lemon, but there are other things. So really good option. I love this for rainy days. So when it's raining, oh man, this one is phenomenal. Love it. All right, this next one, we're getting a little bit up there in the price now. I think for a 100 mil, you're looking at 50 or 60 bucks. I got a tester, and I think I paid in the 40s, I want to say. This one's from Guerlain, and they make phenomenal fragrances. So if you can get a tester for like that price, 40, 50 bucks, I'd suggest doing it. This is going to be Homme Le Boise. Right here. Beautiful, beautiful scent. You're getting the green, you're getting the high quality. Could easily be selling on discounters for more. What you're getting in here, you're going to have citrus mixing with the green. You're going to have grass, little bit of mint, and you're going to have, I believe the citrus in this one is lime. So think lime meets grass, a little bit of mint. Really, really good. This one, I don't know if it's going to be everyone's cup of tea. If you're, you know, around my age, maybe 20, something like that, you like to dress up here and there, great fragrance for that. You can even wear it casually. So it's a really good one. I suggest if you can try it out, try it out. I think you'll probably like it if you do try it, because it does just reek of quality. It's a very nice, composed quality scent. All right, this next one, it's pretty good. I think I just wore it last week. I believe it was in my rotation. I really enjoy this one. This one nobody talks about. I don't think it's made anybody's list that I've seen, and it's good. This is going to be from Loewe or Solo Loewe. I think it's Loewe. It's Origami right here. Really good. So this one, decent atomizer. I love the scent on this one. This one is going to cost you a little bit more, even from discounters. I think you're looking at, for the 100 mil, I think they might only come in 100 mil. You're looking around $50, I think, depending on where you go. One of the discounters has it for like 50, one for like 80. Get it for 50. I think it's Fragrance Net that has it for the cheaper price. And it's just a beautifully composed scent. You're going to have basil in here. You're going to have a little bit of mint. You're going to have patchouli. There's rosemary for a little bit of herbal qualities. You have, I think, bergamot and lavender. It's a very beautiful scent. It's not, you get a little bit of that grassiness, but just a little bit. I really think where it shines in the green category is that mint, that basil, that rosemary, and that patchouli, sweetening it up a little bit. It's really nice. Definitely worth trying out. I blind bought it and I have to say I'm very happy with it. If you do like green style, that's a safe blind buy. Okay, and last but not least, this one's going to cost you about $100 to $120 for a 50 mil. More like $200-ish for a 100 mil. It's from Tom Ford. Some might not classify it as green. Some might say it is like a fresh, spicy. I think it's green. I'll tell you why. It's Tom Ford Beau De Jour. Right here. This one, very good. I love the scent on this one. Fougere-like. Yeah, it's got some fougere qualities to it. It's kind of barber shoppy type. It can dress up, it can dress down. Great in warm weather, transitioning weather. Can be worn anytime, really. So it is a beautiful scent. You do have green notes of, I believe, like there's rosemary. I want to say you might have patchouli, basil, some different, you know, green notes in there. No, Tom Ford's website does not officially name mint as a note, but when I spray it, I do pick up a mint type of scent. Very much so. That rhymed. So I do pick up mint, although Tom Ford's website doesn't say there's mint in there. I think there is, because it is a little bit minty. Yeah, it's minty. And all in all, it's really good. You also have lavender in here that helps give it, you know, kind of that barbershop feel, and can be worn pretty much by anyone. I think more people, you know, maybe 20s and up are going to like it and appreciate it, but it can be worn dressed up, dressed down. Very versatile. Okay guys, so there was my 10 green designer fragrances. I will do a niche / indie list as well, maybe in the next few days, maybe a week, but I did want to do a designer and then separate it and do indie and niche and put those two together. All right guys, I hope with all of this I gave you some different price points, some different green styles. I hope one of these might be for you. I think, you know, even if you're not a big fan of green, I think one of these might, you know, tickle your fancy or whatever. So I appreciate you guys watching. Please like the video if you found it informative or entertaining, anything. Also, you made it this far, you know the video's ending, yet you're still watching me talk. I think it's time to make this thing official between you and I. And you go ahead and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss watching me in the future. We be together. All right guys, so I appreciate you watching, and I will catch you guys with the next video.